This is Radar for On the Radar Entertainment Blog, coming to another edition of MLB Observations for the Week 19 season of the 2021 season. So the Cubs trade away everybody, so you would think that the remaining good player on their team, Wilson Contreras, would bat in the middle of the lineup. Nah, they're consistently batting him second, which is really stupid because he's only an RBI guy. They're batting Ian Happ third or fourth. That dude's never been a power hitter. They took Rafael Ortega out of the leadoff spot some of the week and batted him fifth when it's been great that he's leading off. They had David Bodie lead off. That dude is one of the guys who could pride him with actual power and offense. Ian Happ playing right field, that feels a stretch because he's a converted infielder. And then Matt Duffy batting second. I don't really feel that there. And then Patrick Wisdom. Now that Anthony Rizzo's gone, you think he'd play first base? No, they're playing a guy like Frank Schwindel, who's battled in the AAA teams for years. Let Patrick Wisdom, who's been on fire, play first base. And then Andrew Roma, an interesting story, the utility shortstop, got to pitch in a blowout this week, and his brother Austin got to catch the ball. If I'm mixing up Andrew with the utility player and Austin's the catcher, then I apologize because both are, journeyman players, and it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, which is a cool story for them. Then the White Sox. I like Andrew Vaughn's willingness to play left field most of the season and then occasionally play right field, but right field is just too much, okay? He even played third base one day and second base. It's just too much. And then Brian Goodwin, as good as he's been for the White Sox, he's not a number 5 or 6 hitter, nor is Adam Engel. And Andrew Vaughn has been a good slugger. He should not be batting second. Then we got the Rays, where they get Nelson Cruz to be in the middle of the order hitter. But why is he batting second? Then he put the pressure on rookie Wander Franco to bat third, which again is stupid. Then he got Brian Lau leading off. When he's not a leadoff hitter, he's one of their best players. He drives in a lot of runs. G-Man Choi is the middle of the order hitter for this team, hitting a lot of home runs. He should not be batting second. And then Kyle McHugh again, pitching out a bullpen when they don't have enough starting pitching. Mejia in a blowout, the catcher pitch, which is cool again. He's done that multiple times. And then they got Jordan Luplow to be a backup outfielder. They got Joey Wendell, and they've had all these other utility guys on their team. And you're thinking to yourself, okay, they got all of these utility players on their team. And Brandon Lau's one of them. It's like, okay, cool. And they got Yandy Diaz who can play first base and third base. But then all of a sudden, you see in a box score, natural-born center fielder Jordan Luplow playing first base. I'm like, okay. Then he's playing second base. I'm like, that's it. That's pretty stupid. You're going to take a natural-born center fielder and get all these utility infielders. And you're like, why isn't he not playing second base? That is what was really stupid. Then the Orioles, they pretty much stopped putting Mancini second, which I like. Just I don't get this Ramon Urias, who's a utility guy. He doesn't bring that much offensive value to bat him fifth. Philly, I like that Odubel Herrera is playing, but he's not a left fielder. Keep him in the leadoff spot. Then this Luke Williams guy, I'm not sure if why is he playing the outfield when he's an infielder? And then they had Matt Moore pitch out of bullpen. I'm guessing there's no room in the rotation. But then they had Kyle Gibson come in and pitch out of bullpen. I'm guessing that was because of the rain delay, but it's a waste. And then JT Realmuto have been over this. He's not a number 2 hitter. He's a middle of the order hitter. One of the better offensive catchers in baseball. The Mariners, Mitch Haniger, he's not a number 2 hitter. Nor is Abraham Turrell a leadoff hitter. Those are power guys. And then I'm tired of seeing Jake Bauers in the outfield when he's not an outfielder and he's a first baseman. If you're going to play Abraham Turrell at first base or even Ty France at first base, fine. Maybe Bauers has to play the outfield, but there's still a DH spot. And that's where it's like, I don't want to see Torrens or Murphy DH. I don't want to see this Cal Raleigh do DH. I don't want to see any of these guys by the middle of the order or play first base, because then that just affects the likes of Ty France and Jake Bauers. It's pretty darn stupid there. And then Abraham Turrell again playing second base. They were doing that with Ty France here. It's pretty stupid. The only positive thing is J.P. Cropper's leading off, which is what he should be doing. Then the Yankees. I've seen Brett Gardner lead off. That's where he should be. Batting second, that's okay, but just flip him with DJ LeMahieu, who's still leading off when he's not a leadoff hitter. And then I see Alexa Rizzo, Judge, and Stanton batting second when none of them are number 2 hitters. They're power guys. This is really stupid. And then stop playing DJ LeMahieu first base when you got Luke Voigt, Anthony Rizzo on your team. And then one day, DJ LeMahieu batted fifth. I'm like, whoa. Top of the lineup. Stop it. The Red Sox. I don't get how Kevin Pilecki, who's the backup catcher, who barely played, they're DHing and they're batting 5th or 6th in the lineup ahead of guys like Renfroe or Delback. I'm like, what are you doing? Speaking of Renfroe, why is he batting second? It's pretty stupid. And Delback, I like that he batted 7th once or twice, but most of the time he's batting 8th or 9th, which is pretty dumb. Then Freddy Cordero was the center fielder. They're playing him at first base. I'm like, what are you doing? Then the Blue Jays. This lineup they've gone to the past couple of weeks of Springer, Vladimir Guerrero, Simeon Bichette, 1 through 4, stupid. I was having an issue with Simeon leading off, but this is completely worse than what he was doing before. Then Springer and Grichuk both playing center field because they have no center fielders. That's totally fine because Alford's gone. Now Jonathan Davis is gone. Who do they have on the roster that can play center field? Nobody. And then Gurriel playing first base is pretty stupid. I know Dickerson won a Gold Glove, but he's not a great outfielder. That was like a fluke. That if you're not going to have a first baseman on your team when Guerrero doesn't play, then don't make it Gurriel. He's never played there before. He's made some mistakes. And then Teoscar Hernandez, I like when he's batting 5th or 6th in this lineup, not 4th. Tiger. Tired of this. Harold Castro, Zach Short, now Nico Goodwin's back, all playing shortstop. So Willie Castro will continue to play second base, and John Scope will continue to play first base when they should be playing their natural born positions. And Willie Castro is one of the young players. Harold Castro and Nico Goodwin are utility players. They just don't need to be playing every day. If you play him at third base and Candelario switches over to first base, cool. But that is just stupid. And then Harold Castro's not a number 3 hitter, nor is Robbie Grossman. Castro's a backup, and Grossman's not a great hitter, nor is he a leadoff hitter. And then Haas, I know he's been on fire, but he's not a middle-of-the-order hitter, batting 4th or 5th, nor is he a DH material or a left field material. It's like you got enough young outfielders on your team. Stop doing that. Michael Thorne pitched out of bullpen when I don't think the Tigers have enough starting pitching. Indians. Harold Ramirez is not a number 5 hitter, but I'm guessing if you're only power guy or Fran Reyes and Jose Ramirez, that's whatever. And then I don't want to see Owen Miller play first base or Clement play first base or Yu Chang. None of them are first basemen. Now you have Anderson Menace up 11 play shortstop and let Ahmed Rosario play second base. It's a better defensive team there. Then the Pirates. Brian Reynolds is not a center fielder. Stop doing that. You have Anthony Alford. This Park guys play center field. You've had Ben Gamel. You got enough dudes who can play center field. Nagowski and Stallings are not 3 through 5 hitters. One's a rookie and one's a backup catcher on most teams. Phillip Evans started team in the outfield. I know Kyle Morant's back, but like... And then Anthony Alford, I'm glad he's back up with a team, but he's not a left fielder. He should be playing center field, nor is he a middle-of-the-order hitter. And Key Brian Hayes is too good of a hitter to be batting second when he can drive in so many runs, batting 3, 4, or 5. This Park guy's playing everywhere at shortstop. I guess he's a utility player. Reds, we were Justin Winker is not a number 2 hitter. He's too good of an offensive player and drives in so many runs to bat second. Then Kyle Farmer, leadoff hitter, no speed there. Number 3 hitter, no, he's not a power guy. And him again playing shortstop when he's not a shortstop. And then the Stevenson dude is not a power guy, so he's not batting a little lineup. And he's not a good enough hitter to be batting second when he's a backup catcher. And then Musaka's playing some second base now that everybody's healthy. It's bad, he's not a good defensive player. And Aquino's not a center fielder, he's more of a corner guy. Braves. Ozzy Albies and Soler batting 1 and 2 is wrong. Soler got him for power and driving in runs, and I don't want to see Dansby Swanson batting third when he got enough power guys. I like that Jock Peterson was leading off and Albies was second. Why'd you go away from that? It's pretty stupid. Twins. Max Kepler, not a leadoff hitter. He should be on middle lineup. Now the Cruz is gone. You need some more pop there. And Polanco, he's not a number 3 hitter. Like, I didn't like that he was batting leadoff or second, but third is a little bit too much, and then he played shortstop in a game. Like, okay, he's not good defensively. Then Arise, I'm glad he's playing now that you could put Donaldson at DH some days or Sano at DH. But Arise, that middle-of-the-order hitter, should be batting at the top of the lineup. Miguel Sano, why is he playing third base? There's a DH spot open now. The Cruz is gone. That's pretty stupid. And if you have Jay Cave and you got Max Kepler and you got these rookie outfielders on your team, there should be no possible reason to play Robert Upsider in center field. He's not an amazing hitter, so it's stupid. Excuse me. Then the Astros have this problem they've had where Altuve's been batting leadoff all season. He's not a leadoff hitter. And Brantley's not a number 2 hitter. Altuve should be batting second, and Brantley should be batting third. And then Alvarez is playing left field on days without Gurriel when he should be playing first base if he's not DHing. Then the Giants. Slater, we know, is not a center fielder, corner guy. Also not a leadoff hitter. Brandon Belt, not a number 2 hitter. He's an RBI man. Brandon Crawford's not a great hitter, should be batting cleanup. And then Chris Bryant is tired of batting second all year no matter what team. Not a left fielder. And I know that Brandon Belt's back, and Bryant's playing third base, and you're like, where am I going to play Darren Ruff? Fine to play him in left field, but that's like a last resort. And Brewer, Omar Narvaez and Eduardo Escobar are not middle-of-the-order hitters. One is a good offensive catcher, but he's not a middle-of-the hitter. And Lorenzo Cain, you paid him all this money. He should not be batting 8th. And Yelich is your best player. He should not be batting 2nd. And Eduardo Escobar, I know there's nowhere else to put him, but it's just weird to see a shortstop playing first base. And then Yelich, again, not a leadoff hitter, not a number 2 hitter. Royal, you traded Soler. There should be no reason that both O'Hearn and Dozier play outfield either the same day or multiple days in a row. You got openings at first base, okay, or DH. That is stupid. Carl Santana, not a number 2 hitter, and Benintendi's not a middle-of-the-order hitter. Swap those guys. I like that days where I've seen Whit Merrifield and Nicky Lopez bat 1 and 2. That's how it should be for most of the season. Again, Irvin Santana pitched a bullpen when there are enough starting pitchers. It's pretty stupid. Cardinal, Paul DeYoung batting 8th is really dumb if Harrison Bader and Tommy Edman are batting 5th or 6th in the lineup. That's just like, what are you doing there? And then I don't like the Dylan Carlson Goldschmidt 1 and 2. Goldschmidt should be batting in the middle of the lineup, not second. I do like that some days Edman and Carlson are at the top of the lineup and Goldie's batting third, because that's how it should be going forward. And then Rondon, is a utility player playing the outfield when you got plenty of outfielders. It's just pretty dumb. Marlins, Lewis Brinson's not a cleanup hitter. What are you doing? You still have Brian Anderson. You still got Jesus Aguilar. You got enough middle-of-the-order hitters that should be no concern. You got Jorge Farrell. Never should see Brinson batting cleanup. I like when Rojas and Jet Chisholm are batting 1 and 2. That's totally fine. San Diego pitch in a blowout, that's cool. Jesus Aguilar said he's a middle hitter, not a number 2 hitter. There was a game where Anderson finished at shortstop. You have enough utility guys on this team, like Joe Panic and this Cesar Diaz dude, who's a second baseman by trade, that you should have to play Brian Anderson at shortstop. And then I've seen Austin Jackson play right field one day, and I've seen Alfaro play left field. If you want to give it back to both Jackson and Profar to see what they both have as prospects you got in trade, play one at first base. Because you don't have to play Aguilar every day. The dude strikes out a lot. Okay? I also don't want to see Joe Panic playing first base, and then one of the catchers in the outfield, I'm like, Joe Panic is a utility player. Throw him in the outfield. Put a catcher first base. It's a lot smarter. And Isan Diaz is not a power hitter. He should not be batting third. Okay? And then the Rangers. All season long. Isaiah Canifa is not a shortstop or a leadoff hitter. Adolis Garcia, I was tired of him batting third, but without Joey Gallo and David Dahl and Chris Davis this year, okay, cool, bat him third. And then Brock Holt pitch, which was pretty cool. He threw an Ephus pitch. And then Jarrell Cotton. I don't know if you have 5 quality starters, but the dude is a natural-born starter. He's not really a relief pitcher. Yes, he's battled injuries, but you should give him a chance to start, see what he got. 8. Mark Hanna in right field is stretched for first baseman playing left field. When we over it, he and Marte are not top-of-the-order hitters. They're middle-of-the-order guys who drive and run. So seeing Jed Lowry bat 4th is stupid when he's not a cleanup hitter. And then the likes of Matt Chapman batting all the way 8th with guys like Harrison and Tony Kemp batting ahead of him. Like, well, what are you doing? And then he plays shortstop, and I'm like, you got Tony Kemp, you got Josh Harrison. How can you play him as shortstop when you got enough utility guys? And Seth Brown, you got enough dudes in Mitch Moreland and Mark Cannon to play first base that she never see an outfielder like him play first base. Then the Dodgers. Justin Turner batting second is stupid. And Max Muncy batting second. Both of them are power hitters. And Max Muncy, so now ever playing second base again, if you got Seager and Turner. Then Chris Taylor, I saw him in center field one day. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. But then why is Mookie Betts playing second base? Like, Chris Taylor should always be playing the infield if you have Mookie Betts, A.J. Pollock, and Cody Bellinger in the outfield. And then Matt Beattie is a first baseman by trade. Right field's a little bit of a stretch. Play him in left field, cool. And over this all season, Will Smith is not a middle-order hitter. I did like seeing Bellinger playing right field. That's cool. They should do that more. Angel. Phil Gosselin, not a middle-of-the-order hitter. Max Stassi, not a middle-of-the-order. Jose Iglesias, not a middle-of-the-order hitter. Adam Eaton is a leadoff guy, not a middle-of-the-order hitter. Seeing the likes of Justin Upton lead off or Ohtani lead off or bat second is really stupid when they should be the dudes in the middle without Trot and Rodon in the lineup. Rendon. And now they got Jared Walsh back, so at least got somebody. Phil Gosselin's a utility player, and this team has like 4 first basemen. He should never be playing first base. And then Adam Eaton playing first base also in like a situation with a switch. Really dumb when he's a natural-born center fielder. That's where you got all your first basemen. You might as well use them or your backup catcher. Those are guys that be playing first base or not batting in the middle of the lineup. And then Ohtani played right field again. Like when he comes out of a game, that's pretty cool. You can't really do that and have him pitch NGH is a little bit too much, but that's something you can look into. And then the Dodgers. Nick Ahmed, not a leadoff hitter. Carson Kelly, not a cleanup hitter. You got the guys in the wrong spot. Ketel Marte is your last resort in center field because you have no center fielder. But again, Rojas and Pavin Smith are not outfielders. One's a first baseman and one's an infielder. And again, Pavin Smith's not a center fielder. I'd rather Ketel Marte and not one shortstop who's more athletic to play center field. And this Hager dude, he's playing second base and shortstop when I thought he was like an outfielder. It like makes no sense. Then Van Meter, if you want to play Van Meter in center field or somewhere else, that's cool. He's a utility guy. That's kind of where the guy should be going forward. And then the Padres, Cronenworth's not a middle-of-the-order hitter, nor is Tommy Pham a leadoff hitter. I'm not going to say Cronenworth should bat leadoff, but he should not be batting fourth, and Tommy Pham should not be batting leadoff. O'Grady, waste the time with this dude. And then if you're going to play Caratini at third base, when you have O'Grady and you have all these infielders on your team, it's just really stupid to have your catcher play third base. And then Craig Stamen, who used to be their 8th inning guy, is now opening for them or coming the first guy to the bullpen. The dude's not a starting pitcher. What are you doing? Mets. Pete Alonso is a middle-of-the hitter. Stop batting second. And Brandon Turey's not a right fielder. I know your infield set, but it's a little bit of a stretch in right field. And then Rich Hill pitching out of bullpen again. If it's because of rain delays or other stuff, the dude is not. You traded for him to be a starting pitcher. Okay, and then I forgot to mention the Angels. Jose Quintana, you don't have enough starting pitching. Why is he still pitching out of the bullpen? That's a waste of your money and time and what you're doing. And then the Nationals. This utility player Sanchez are just infield. They're playing right field when he's on an outfield. And then they wanted to play Ryan Zimmerman and Josh Bell at the same time. And Josh Bell's out playing right field. Dude, play him in left field, okay? Unless Juan Soto's playing left field because it's just stupid. And the Rockies. We own this. Charlie Blackmon's on a middle of the order hitter. And Ryan McMahon's on a number 2 hitter. Ryan McMahon's a power guy batting middle lineup. If you want to Blackman, third, because he used to compete for batting titles, that's cool, or bat him fifth. Connor Joe, not a leadoff hitter, not a world's greatest hitter. He's a journeyman, and he's an infielder. Why is he playing left field? And then Taylor Motter, who hasn't played in the big leagues for years, and he is classified as a super utility guy. Why are you DHing him when you have Blackman, you have Connor Joe, you have CJ Crow, and you got Ryan McMahon, you got Fuentes, got all these dudes who can DH. Why was the DH spot on him? And then again, Garrett Hampson playing center field when you got Sam Hillard and Jonathan Daza. Like, I don't get it. And then Cecine again pitching out of bullpen when they don't have enough starting pitching. Thanks for listening to another edition of MLB Observations, the Week 19 of the 2021 season. For On the Radar Tape Blog, I'm Radar. See you guys next time.